Waveworld game, the Waveworld sessions. And at the beginning of every session, we have a number of things we have to do. We have to do the highlighted stats at the beginning of the session. And that goes by the way of everybody who it goes off of your HX. So we will start with Greasy. Who has the highest HX with Greasy right now?
I mean, you'd think that it would be Starlight because she was so willing to help out, and yet she's got a 0.
Probably because he vomited on her feet afterwards.
Very much, yes.
You know, I thought he was alright. Also, fuck him. Yeah, does anybody have a 1?
I have a 1 with Greasy.
That means that you're the highest then.
Oh, and you need to be hot?
I do need to be hot.
Then hot you shall be.
Thank you, my friend.
Well, we both want to make money.
Then I'm going to choose hard.
Okay. I will use it. I will use hard at some point, I'm sure. Greasy is a temperamental bastard.
And Lemmy Pop Stardust. Who's got the highest HX with Lemmy Pop?
I got 2.
I'm at -1. Actually, we rolled against each other, didn't we? That takes me up to a 0 because we rolled. I attacked or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Take your thing, yeah. So that brought us up each by 1 to each other.
True.
So I'm a 0.
Yeah. So it's a choice between.
And I'm at 1.
And I. Because we both got 2.
Who's both got 2? You and who else?
Castile.
Castile. And
oh, that's the god.
So which one of you wants to pick it?
I think Chris gets to choose who picks it.
Oh.
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay. In that case, Greasy, pick.
Did you say you needed hot as well?
No, I need weird.
No, you need weird. Yeah, I want to see some crazy fucking sea monsters happening. I love it when you play your guitar.
And I will go with hard.
Yo, let's kick someone's ass. You and me, we'll just beat the shit out of him. Get some hard points.
And who has?
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna beat the shit out of an octopus.
Hell
Who's got the highest HX with Castiel?
I have a 1.
I've got 2.
Go ahead.
All right. I want to see Castiel. I want to see him do something cool because last time he did pretty cool by driving the boat away and saving all of our asses.
That is true. Castiel did win.
I will. I'm gonna go ahead and pick weird.
Weird night.
And who's got?
It should be a weird night.
And who's got the highest HX with Eot?
I have a 3.
Oh, there it is.
So
you're gonna be mama in this campaign soon too.
Shit. Let me just adopt
Mama finger toes.
All the children.
Right? I'm glad you get to. I get told no, and then they become aliens that go into a Well, words are hard.
Apparently.
Jester knew I was trying to talk trash on him.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay. I'm here for you. I will adopt the children. Let's see here. I think I want to see Eot be sharp.
Okay.
Alright. I want to see if Eot can hold his temper. I want to see Eot be cool.
Oh boy.
What is your role normally?
You have to be smart and chill, young.
Alright, who has the highest HX with Starlight Finger Toes?
Ooh, I have a 3 with finger toes.
Hey.
Wow. Yeah, I got 1.
Just for giggles, can I have an HX with finger toes because I vomited on her feet?
Negative HX.
I'll take a negative HX for that.
It feels right.
Yeah, let's both take a negative HX for that one. I'm
Okay.
fine with that.
Okay, I've got a negative one with you now.
it's, it's terrible.
That's good.
So, who has the highest HX with Starlight?
That was me.
That was you. All right. What stat do you want to highlight for Starlight?
I want to see her be cool as she needs to be.
Okay. I can do that.
I would
And
like to
dear
see.
God, your gang should show up at some point tonight.
I mean, hopefully.
And I would like to, and I will, I'll say sharp. I want to see Starlight be sharp.
Okay.
All right. And let's see.
Got two people that need to roll at the start.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Got you.
So,
Thank you.
Crap. Oh, I can hold one.
yep. You can hold one so you can be somewhere you need to be with tools in hand. And Greasy was the ability you're
I get
rolling on.
3 of this question.
Okay.
So, my first question, I'm always interested in the answer to this question. Where is Gurgle and what is he up to right now? Last we checked, he was out treasure hunting like Indiana Bones.
Gurgle at this particular point in time, your sources indicate that Gurgle got into an altercation with another mariner and slit his throat and threw him overboard and stole all his shit and burned his boat.
Sounds about like Gurgle.
And it sounds like he did that. It sounds like he did that east of where they say they found that kid Eot, or south of, I should say.
Okay.
So it's farther south. It's also south of Starlight's rig, but it's a lot closer to a line drop from Eot's, from what you understand.
Okay. Next one. Where is Head Mac's room right now? And what is he up to? I want to know what my rival DJ's doing right about now.
Head Mac's room? Well, he is broadcasting in the Rocky Road right now. He has a he's basically just broadcasting over on the Rocky Road. He hasn't. That's pretty much where he's been at and where he's kind of staying.
Has he said anything about me? He's
Um,
very petty, or not he, but Greasy is very petty.
no, haven't even mentioned you like at all.
He's thinking about me. And the captain of the USS Grantfield. I am very interested in this gentleman after he literally fired on me and my best friend Gloomy and Hotpot to an extent.
And Hotpot to an extent. The Grantfeld. Last you heard, the Grantfeld was the last you heard the Grantfeld was pretty much sort of like cruising the waters. Probably they were, last you saw them, they were heading away from the Rocky Road, and they were heading sort of towards the east. Your sources indicate that they've been stopping and harassing a number of like mariners out on the sea.
Yeah.
That they're sort of demanding allegiance to their cause.
Okay. Maybe there's a breaking news bulletin. Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun, 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 dun. Hey, all you listeners out there to KRUST 6.66, the hottest shit that floated to the top of the tub. This is your host, Breezy, here with the news. Things first, to follow the exploits of Pants de Leon, the number one treasure hunter, Gurgle. He apparently has been out south, slit the throat of some poor mariner, and stole their shit and burned their boat down. Classless as always. And of course, with our sister station, 5.69, Head Max Room's Room of Maxed Heads. They're still doing kind of poorly. You might want to try and tune into them. I hear that they're a little anemic at the moment. You know, lack of charisma always tries to add. But I am nothing if not a humble advertiser for my friends. And for those of you who were listening to the breaking news last week and heard that your favorite, yes, your favorite radio DJ was under live fire exercises from an old Ironside, the USS Grantfield is heading east to beware, beware. And like you hear like the brrrr noise. It's like now
I
to
love
kick
it.
things off from my new concert venue at the moment, Starlight's Rig. And he like just cheekily drops the coordinates and is like, benefit concert tonight, please show up with all of your barter. We are going to go with the song Protozoa by the band Agent Green.
Oh, not Chum Toes and Ocean Woes.
Oh shit, no, yeah. And we're gonna go with the newest and hottest song, Chum Toes and Ocean Woes by Lemmy Pop Stardust.
Oh God.
I
Uh,
love it.
by the way, let me pop. How much does Castiel have to pay for your lifestyle today?
Uh, just one.
Lazy day.
Uh,
He
nah,
didn't do
busy day.
nearly as many drugs as he usually does. Is he okay?
I have a gig after I'll want drugs,
All
or at
right.
least booze.
Well, I think
It's different when I have a gig versus just playing to try and save our asses.
right. So throughout most of the day, and you guys can kind of fill in what you're doing here at the moment. Uh,
Sound check.
you're the
Yeah, Gloomy is moving around my gear, and I keep telling him it's not the right vibe. It doesn't have the right feng shui. To which is very
Dude,
annoying, but obliged.
Starlight, you're
Yeah,
working on a smoke machine
I
for
am. And also,
ambiance.
yes, and every time you do sound yet another speaker. God
Mm,
damn it. And I'm fixing that as we go.
Starlight,
okay.
does your rig have pillows?
It does have pillows.
Okay, you're missing some.
Oh, fuck. It
Oh,
had
and
Are
pillows.
Starlight,
are,
you are
are they
probably
inside the box on my
They are,
ship?
they are inside the box as soundproof
Oh.
padding.
yeah.
Nice.
And Starlight, you are
Yes.
probably finding a lot of kinship with Gloomy, who is also working for a sycophantic idiot with very bad equipment.
Yeah, yeah. Like, we are totally
Uh,
grumbling about. And then I'm just like, I could probably fix that for you later.
I was gonna
After
say
we're
if
done
that
with
was
all
an
this.
actual like conversation, I pull out the guitar and you're like, this shouldn't even exist. It's it's listed as high tech.
Right. Like, where
It
did
is
you
the only
get
guitar
this?
sword backpack in Waterworld that I know of.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. I'm always intrigued when you pull it out because I need to build one.
You're gonna deal with a whole bunch of people who look like new rock and roll people as opposed to your Buddy Holly aesthetic, and eventually
Oh,
kill them out in the field as well.
Mm.
it may happen.
Right, right. But the horrible part is in the chaos, I'll create 5 emo bands for sure.
That's true. And the other sad part is that instead of having a kid that goes, you have a kid who tries to steal your guitar constantly.
That is true.
Yeah.
Man, now we need to find the pick of destiny.
Oh
Oh my
It's
Lord.
in
God.
like 2 or 3 movies now.
Uh,
The whole time it's been in the yacht stomach.
through
Oh,
the
did Bill's boss come back?
throughout the afternoon, there are a few boats that show up, and they just kind of sit there waiting. Uh, Peg Leg Fred is among them. Your sometimes customer. Um,
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Strangely, Harpoon Jack and his guys are there, but they're mostly just sitting there chilling, waiting. They don't. They they sneer and occasionally make the occasional rude gesture in your direction, but other than that, they kind of keep their distance.
Okay, well, we're just gonna kind of call out and be like, "Listen, boys, no one gets to listen for free.
Yeah,
You gotta pay if you want to stay."
they're just yeah they're doing their thing with their like water with their water skis. They're just zooming around out there, like kind of like fucking every now
Around
and
the
again.
rig.
Every now and again, they'll zoom by. Or just want to flip you off or something.
I would like Hot Pot to do his best to enforce that you have to pay for a ticket. I don't care how ineffective he is, just the idea of Hot Pot firing stray shots, like warning shots at jet skiers, makes me immensely happy.
Yes.
Too
Gotta
close.
have I've gotta have something out there where they just like hit it. Like something just under the water, just under the surface.
Ooh, you want to put
Razor wire.
depth charges in the water? Is that what you're
I
saying?
mean, well, not yet because we want all our paying customers to
Well,
survive.
what if this rig was slightly submerged? You know how rigs have that wide surrounding surface area?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's
Yes.
just slightly submerged, and you're actually
Yes.
living on the upper area of the rig.
Yes.
I
So
know.
like it's almost like shallow water up to a point, and so they don't
Mhm.
realize that, and maybe like one of them hits it, and just
Oh
like
no, they're
has to push the fucking boat off.
no, they're
Literally jumps the shark.
no, they're regulars around this area.
Okay.
They've sort of
Mm.
they
Well, not only that, but I'm actually pretty sure that if you were living in a world like this, you would have, warnings for yourself all over the place on something like
Mhm.
this.
well
Like,
and
oh, there's the red pole that says that the water is only this deep for this many feet.
Mhm.
and I would imagine if there's more than just this, there's probably more than just this one out there. So it's probably something they've run across before and would be looking for.
Darn.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, honestly, they probably wanted for themselves.
Um,
They'll have to fight me.
Yes, they will. And me now. I will
But
it-
rock
gang.
them to death.
Yeah.
I will use my stun gun if anyone gets close enough.
but
They have to pay for a ticket.
but it does it does come to it does get to about sort of nighttime, and you've got a few boats around here. A few they're various different types. There's a couple that are for the most part they're sailing vessels. Fuel being something of a rarity. Not everybody has the resources to do it to roll around like in a boat with engines. Usually, those who do are pretty good at taking it from somebody else. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, you kind of get to the evening. What does this look like as you sort of present the show, or like who does the yeah.
Check, 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 check. Oh fuck. Okay. Hold on. Oh god. Hold on. Okay. Is everybody out there ready to rock? Is everybody out there ready to roll? And most importantly, is everybody out there ready to make a small child's life that much better?
Well,
Hey,
they were
finger toes.
you were getting a certain amount of like yeah, and then you were like make a small child's life better, and they were kind of like oh all right whatever
Hold on.
okay.
Finger toes. Bring the ankle
yeah,
biter
like
out, quick.
Okay. So she's gonna step away from the because she's a behind the scenes girl,
Yeah.
and I guess Iat's out on the boat, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna run over to the boat and be like, "Hey, Iat, they want to. You don't have to stay for long, but can you come out and show your adorable little, middle munchin face for a second, and then you can go right back into your box. Come on, let's go. Come on.
Like he's just peeking out of the box with a pillow wrapped around his head,
You
just
can keep the
staring at
pillow.
you.
Okay, come on.
Just
You can.
just pick him up.
I'm gonna. Well, I'm gently because I don't.
Right, hand
This
away
is
from the
terrifying.
mouth.
Right. Like when you hold up a pet that smells that's about to go in the bathtub.
Yeah, you're holding him way far away.
Yes, I am carrying this child this way.
He's making awkward eye contact with you the entire way. Because his hands are too busy holding the pillow over his ears, so he can't really fight that well. So it's just like awkward eye contact.
I'm gonna walk him up on stage, and I'm gonna kind of hold him up over my head.
Yeah, hold him up Lion King style.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so I look at the audience and I go, this poor, defenseless, and slightly ugly and disfigured child is Eot. Eot has a problem. He has low iron in his diet, so low that he has to eat metal to survive.
You hear
But
some guy.
only-
You hear some guy out there yell, "Hey, that kid stole my underwear!" And somebody
Yeah,
else
shut the
yells.
fuck up, kid.
And somebody else
I don't
yells
give a
out.
fuck about your underwear.
Somebody else yells, "He ate mine!"
Yeah. He says, underwear aside, this child needs some extra feeding and needs extra care. You see, this child's parents left him a long time ago, and he is an extreme burden on us. If you could please give us a barter or two, please, whatever you can donate, even a lug nut, it will help us tremendously. And I rolled a 9, meaning I get to ask them to send supplies worth 1 or 2 barter.
Okay.
So I, in front of my audience, address them, and to open this up, I basically asked them to donate because this is a benefit concert.
Alright. And I need to look at something here real quick because, let's see. Let's see.
Well, while you're looking that up, I am going to slowly, but forcefully, walk this child off stage. Continue to hold him. I have not put him down.
Yeah.
Because I do not know where he's going to go if I put him down.
No, put him back in the box.
Yeah,
Yes,
we don't
I'm
need him
going to-
anymore. He was a prop, just enough for me to
Right.
get my 9.
Exactly. So I'm gonna walk
Alright.
him back to the box. I'm gonna set him inside and go, "You did a great job." And
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of pat the pillow.
And as they're donating or whatever they're doing, I'm like, all right, with all of that unpleasant business out of the way, talking about children, which I'm sure none of us want to talk about, are you ready to rock?
And they're like, it's like, yeah.
Ready to rock?
What's a rock? Nah, you
I
stupid.
present to you, out in the middle of the waterways, the most fantastic, the most splendiferous, here to take you on a journey that you will never see again. I present to you the last rock star of the ocean, the commotion, Lemmy Pop Strada!
God. Uh,
Oh!
Hell yeah!
right.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Hey, Amy,
Let's see.
Oh, cool.
did you just
Alright,
after you dropped me
so
off? Did you just
The
walk
reason
right
that
back
I
up
rolled
there?
I
hot,
did.
sir, is because
Yeah, it's
I'm
right behind
pandering to my audience. It's roll plus hot on a 10 plus. Choose one.
Yep.
So they cough it up.
So,
So. Wow, I forgot his name.
Castiel.
Castiel, you get 10 barter.
Yep.
Oh, wait, but it's a benefit for all of us.
Yes, it is. But technically, he's still the one that would collect the barter.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's the one that runs around picking up diamond panties off the stage.
Well, here's the deal. Because he is effectively Lemmy Pop Stardust's manager, like and he's the one who has to pay for Lemmy Pop's living and whatnot. This is where
And
he
we
gets
did
back
talk
that
about
10.
this being
Yeah.
a benefit thing for everyone
Right.
before this, so
Right.
If he stiffs you, then that's on Castiel, not me.
True.
Because I would definitely be like, hey, man, give them their money. We already said this was going on.
Gotcha.
All right, so what does this amazing rock concert you're giving on the ocean look like? Go ahead and describe what this.
Gosh. Oh. So I start off with It's Raining Blood by Slayer.
Okay.
And when that kicks in, the sky starts to ripple in both directions, east and west.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bass drops,
Oh, the best part.
right? And then I finish it up with Magic Carpet Ride. I know I should be making up other songs, so instead of finishing it up with Magic Carpet Ride,
You need to finish up with Chunder Toes.
Chum Toes.
Yeah,
and Ocean?
Chum Toes and Ocean Woes.
It's your encore.
Yeah.
That's the one that everybody.
that's
Yeah.
true. So no Magic Carpet Ride, but we have other songs than that, and I can't find them at the moment.
So are we on like the helipad of
Well,
the oil rig
I
guess.
assumed we were on top of
Or
it,
we-
so to speak.
on the?
Like I'm
Okay.
on top of like one of the cranes.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
that. I'm assuming though, like a lot of the setups probably on more flat platforms, so
Well, it's
Yeah.
probably duct taped and chained in place in some weird
Yeah.
spots. Yeah.
Well, a lot of it is
Like,
a lot of it is sort of underwater, but the thing about oil rigs is they can have like multiple helicopter pads. There's probably one like on the top of the very top that's still available too.
Okay.
But as far as having like a
Amy,
ton
write
of
that down
platforms and
so
stuff.
later you can say, nope, you said there's one that's all the way up there.
you said there's a helipad.
Oh,
It's,
I didn't-
one of
It's
the-
canon.
however-
there's a full helipad.
However, there is no helicopter.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that
So-
one of the helipads would probably be further down lower, where everyone would be like close to the water, and also like heavily blockaded because I don't want them to be able to get into my shit.
Mm.
one of the light poles is missing. That's all.
So, Castiel and or Lemmy Pop, may I have one barter so I can pay off all of my debt?
Yeah. Castiel, are you listening?
Okay, so after the concert, Starlight gets 2,
Oh, thank
Lot
you.
gets 2, Greasy gets 2, and I get
Oh,
4.
So what
Nice.
what barter do I get?
Just write down that you have 2 barter. There should be a spot for it, right?
Right, I was just wondering what it is.
Yeah.
A floating nunnery decided to donate some books that are called like the Bible or something.
Yes! So 2 barter is a bunch of Bibles. I love it. Or church books.
It's just like it's like 50 of them equals 2 barter.
But yeah,
that's
the
how
word
little
inside,
value they have here at this point.
It looks like it says Gibeon Bible.
Oh yeah.
Well, those are going in my box, and he is totally reading them.
Aww.
The
Eot read?
He knows how to read, yes.
I don't think Greasy fully knows how to read.
He
I
was
think
taught how to
Greasy just
read.
kind of sounds it out.
And then he killed the person that taught him, but that's a different
Oh,
story.
okay. That's okay. You know what?
Well-
Ah, there they are.
Backstory bit.
well,
Oh no, we definitely finished with Child in a Box because it was your concert. So
There you go.
You
the
do-
3
It's
songs
like
that
a
I have
sad
listed are Thanks for the Bullets, Child in the Box, and Wolf on a Leash.
Oh, and don't
Ugh.
forget Ocean Toes
Yep,
or
Chum
Chunder
Toes
Toes.
and Ocean Woes.
We should call it Chunder Toes because it is chundering after all.
Ah, Chum Toes and Ocean Woes. It sounds
Chum
so...
Toes and Ocean
It's
Woes. Okay,
catchy.
it's
So
Chum
catchy.
Toes and Ocean Woes. Yeah, you
I love it.
the I think, however,
All right, it's there.
however, you do have another entirely different complication though. As you are finishing up the last of the last song, there is one of the sailing vessels in like towards the back, um, just start like the back of it raises up as a giant, as something of like a large disturbance, like, and the water like pushes it. Um,
Oh,
and there's
thank you,
a
sir.
and there is a huge tentacle that shoots up out of the water and immediately slams down on top of it. And there, um,
How many ships are here right now?
I don't know, maybe about a half a dozen to a dozen, maybe
Oh,
about that.
that helps.
Um, and uh, Starlight, your gang is here. It's a medium gang with one armor and one harm. Uh, the uh, but You now have a giant squid that seems to be assaulting the people who came for your concert, and they seem to be and it's also slams down on like one of the unused sections of your rig,
Mm.
and caught and drags a chunk of metal off, a chunk of something off into the ground, maybe like a crane, not the one that
Hey, the
Lemmy
kid
Pop is
could have
on,
eaten
but
that.
yeah, just
Okay,
like
so
yeah.
I
So
wanna like I'm assuming this gang comes up and they're just like, I don't know, here to work. I'm just like, oh good.
We
well,
You're
love
here to
you,
work.
Starlight. Yeah.
Yeah, like, awesome. I'm glad you're here. Go fix that. We're
yeah,
going to
they're
do
like they
it.
kind of look over at the fucking squid and they're like, um, yeah, you have so a bigger weapon. I don't.
Yacht chimes in.
Yeah, they kind of
Oh
look.
no.
Yeah, they're looking at
Yeah.
they're looking at like their guns and stuff like, okay, and start shooting at it.
You see
Um,
Yacht run and then dive off the
Because I
platform.
am still up there with my guitar,
mhm.
um, I'd like to attempt to crack open the world for this.
Oh no.
And by the way, Harpoon Jack and his people now seem to be much more animated. They're actually seem to be excited that the fucking giant squid's here.
Well, no, I'm sure.
Wait, when the fuck
Hang
did
on.
Harpoon Jack and his people get? I thought they were on the fucking one ship.
Nope.
No.
The Harpoon Jack is like a group of they're they're a jet ski gang.
Oh, are they neutral to us?
All right.
Nope.
Negative.
The last time they ran into Lemmy Pop Stardust was the first time he accidentally summoned the mutant squid.
Oh, well, maybe they're just fooling us because they like that fight with the mutant squid so
Seems
much.
like
They hope
it.
he summons another one.
They got excited. So
Oh.
did Yacht.
Yeah.
Yacht saw
As-
calamari.
The skies begin to shudder with thunder as I play the song. Uh, and it's the noise that reverberates inside a vulture's head, and all NPCs that hear it form hunting packs.
Ooh. I mean, yeah, it's kind of what they were about to do. That's perfect. That makes them more solidified,
All right.
Well,
including her. Her.
it should help
Dang.
stop them from panicking
Yeah.
in the air.
Um.
And let's get down with this.
And
As I rock us into killing a giant squid, that should be worth some experience.
Yeah, right.
Go
I
ahead.
I would also like to have some sort of I'd like to build some sort of shielding very very quickly and just see if I can protect that are the people that I care about.
Are you gonna use your one health?
I think I am. So how does
Ooh.
that work? What do I do with that? I've never done it before.
Well,
You just
first of all, there is no hard and fast rule for what a shield would necessarily look like in this situation.
Okay.
But let me.
I'm thinking like
It could be-
corrugated like metal sheets.
Yeah, I was like- It could be like something like that, or you could have barbed wire laying around that you just
Yeah.
have people start spreading out. So when the tentacles come down, it cuts into them as Not like a
Yeah.
damage, but something to
Um,
deter it from
A
wrapping around.
deterrent.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say it's gonna take you a few rounds to get this thing built, because you are
Okay.
essentially building a physical structure. Um,
Okay. See
let's
what it
see.
would do under fire?
So let me look at the. God damn it.
Cool.
Let me look at your ability here. What it says on the. I think I went too far. God damn it. Trying to find where I've got things at. Angel, Battle
I feel
Babe,
like it's the kind of thing where
Brainer,
the person's like they're getting ready in the
Chopper,
morning and they look over
Driver,
and they say,
Gun
I might
Loader,
need that.
Hard
Yeah.
Holder,
Just a piece
Hocus,
of like barbed
Maestro,
wire. And just
Savvy
Like a
Hit. There we
spool of
go.
it.
yeah.
Mm,
Throw it in my bag. Like a thing I need.
Huh.
let's see. Do-do-do-do. Things speak. Okay, that's different. When you go to your workspace, dedicate yourself to make a thing or getting to the bottom some shit, decide what, and tell the MC. And then 1 to 4 of the following. Okay, this is my deal. See, this one I need. It's going to take. It depends on what you're trying to build. So you're building a trying to build a physical structure. Then it's going to take you. Let me see. You're going to actually need your gang to help you with it.
Okay.
Because you don't have enough hands to construct something like this in a short amount of time by yourself.
Okay.
But
I shall rally my troops.
they can function as extra. It is. And you're not going
Yeah,
to be
let the
able
other
to.
game take care of it.
And you're not going to be able to make a particularly good version out of it in the time given. It's going to be sort of a crap version, and it's going to be a little weak and unreliable, but better nothing than
I just
nothing.
imagined
Right.
unrolling the barbed wire and just throwing it to each other and just looping it over whatever. Yeah, like fucking just
Yeah,
Right.
you guys are kind of like.
And like propping up bits of corrugated metal and just like this is fine.
All right. All right then. Let's see. So
so
that's
I,
for you. You turn them into hunting packs. What are Castiel and Eot and Greasy doing here?
oh, the instant those tentacles started coming up, Iod dived into the water.
Okay.
He's just saw calamari again. That shit was delicious. He thinks metal was good, but holy fuck. Biting that tentacle was like, he's never understood that you could have soft food.
Oh, poor you.
All right. So what?
So I'm doing, where is it? Oh, there it is. Ferocious, snarling, shrieking, biting, and quite possibly rabbit on that tentacle.
Let's see.
I essentially go aggro and I roll weird instead of hard.
Well, here's the thing: is going aggro is different than seizing by force. Go aggro is more of a social skill, I think. Let me see. Go aggro. When you go aggro on someone, make it clear what you want to do to them and how you do. 10 plus, force your hand and suck it up. Cave and do what you want. And yeah, this is a social skill, so this is not going to apply. Go aggro is a social thing. So
That's what I mean. I don't know because it's like it makes it seem like I attack with that.
no, I know, but I think it's more of an intimidation thing because when you're like, You make clear what you want to do to them and what you will do to them. You roll plus hard on a 10 to they force your hand and suck it up, cave and do what you want, or 7 to 9 you choose one, blah blah blah, or get the hell out of the way, barricade themselves securely in. None of this is going to affect a giant squid.
I mean, could making it pull its tentacle back be something I might want?
I don't think that's going to work on it. It doesn't necessarily understand your threats in the same way that a person does. If it were a smaller creature, maybe, but it's a giant squid. Seized by force is the thing that's going to actually attack it and do damage.
Let me make sure that's not what it says for me. That's weird. I feel like it should be both. That's kind of dumb. That's only a social thing.
Yeah.
When
but-
you,
I thought it was both. That's why I took it. Okay. Fuck. That means
I
I'm
mean,
my second lowest stat is the stat I have to use for this. Ah.
It happens.
so
You can do it. Just try.
complications do make a fun story.
Yep.
Do you want some time to think while I take my move?
Yeah, you do your stuff because I gotta figure out what I can do then.
Okay.
Alright.
Is everything
Yeah.
else.
So, how's Gloomy looking right now? Is he in danger?
Gloomy's in about as much danger as everybody is in danger. Those tentacles are
Okay,
flailing
so-
everywhere.
I scream at Gloomy. No, I scream at Hot Pot. Hot Pot, make sure that Gloomy don't die. And then I'm going to look at this squid as a potential threat to future money making, and I'm gonna run at it and attack it with my stun gun. I'm gonna seize by force. Bad idea.
Right.
I have
Nice.
a non-lethal weapon that I'm attacking this water.
Wonderful.
All right. Bad. Very bad. I still
Oh,
work
no.
XP, but very bad.
Uh-oh.
So, What am I
So,
looking at here as my consequences? Because I don't get shit.
well, let me look at this here. Seized by force. Where am I at? Gang takes harm mobile. Dealing out distance. So I do bad. There we are. On a miss, choose one. Exchange hard, but first on 10 plus, roll, choose 3. On a 7 to 9, choose 2. On a miss, choose 1. So it's a miss, so you get to choose 1. Inflict terrible harm, suffer little harm, definite and uncontrollable, undeniable control of it, impress, dismay, or frighten your enemy.
I'm gonna
In which case I don't think
suffer
it
little.
suffer little
Yeah,
harm. Okay, minus art 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna suffer little harm.
Alright. Castiel and
So
Yacht.
what kind of harm do I take?
We'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
Kind of want to find
Okay.
out what you guys are doing.
I'm observing the general area and looking for people that are hurt.
Alright. Well, there's definitely some people. The first boat that this thing destroyed, that guy is clearly in the water floating. You're not sure whether he's dead or alive and unconscious at this angle, but if he continues to float face down, he will be dead.
No, it's Batman rules. He's just unconscious.
Alright, let's go get him and bring him out of the water.
Alright.
I'm a nice person. I don't know who it is.
So
That's somebody dying.
you're gonna go try to grab this guy and get him out. Okay, there you go. So you're, how are you gonna go about this? Are you gonna like swim out there, or are you gonna try to take a boat that's the one of the boats, or how are you gonna try to do this?
Well, swimming would be a bad idea with a giant squid in the water, so let's try to see if I can commandeer a boat to go closer to him.
Okay. So you're trying to get a boat and get out to the guy that's floating in the water. Um, and Eot, have you decided what you're gonna do?
I just have to roll hard.
All right.
Yeah, I figured.
All right. So,
Oh.
what is your choice here? I would allow. I would allow for definite and undeniable control to basically mean it's focused on you, or that you've distracted it from your fellows. If that's the choice you wanted to make, but you only get one choice: inflict terrible harm, suffer little harm, or take definite and undeniable control.
He's going for just inflicting terrible harm, I guess. He's biting into it.
All right.
He's got his two blades taking. I think it's a blade in the club.
All right. So you're gonna go after it full force. All right. How much? What does that bring your harm up to?
Wait, what am I looking at?
The harm for whatever weapon you're using.
There it is,
And
cutting
then-
edge. I was trying to find where it was. I was like, where did I put it? Two low tech weapons, two harm. Okay, so yeah, it's two harm
And then the
technically for each weapon, but I don't know if I'm. You count
well,
that
you're
as
no,
one.
just the one. And then the one for the extra harm you're doing.
The extreme harm, I guess. Yeah.
All right. All right. Yeah. So, it's you're and you're using your cutting edge.
Oh yeah, he's digging that in because then he's
Yeah.
gonna bite it. He's biting it as well. That's where the extreme harm is coming from.
Right, so you're like you've managed to get, like, swim out to a tentacle, and you've like grabbed a hold of it. And you're like hacking at it and biting at it. Then,
Oh yeah.
all right.
Starlight's like, cut off enough for us to have dinner.
um, I need a couple of things here.
A cool roll?
No.
That's a different system entirely.
What? No. Huh? No, I said a cool roll.
I need
Oh, roll. I thought you said a cool world. I'm like,
Oh.
I have that movie too, but
I need a hmm. I need for Starlight. I'm gonna need a cool roll from you because you are trying to build this thing under fire.
Okay.
First of all,
Okay. Like, I can do it. Let me just make some shit real fast. I'm a very good delegator. Like, I told my crew, like, okay, you're gonna put all this shit here and do it like.
all right.
A better bosun no one could ask for.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you managed to, like, ignore the thrashing of the of the thing as it's causing chaos all over the place. Let me pop.
yes.
For you,
Remember, I'm
I'm-
up super high still.
I know, and that's what I need for. That's why I'm trying to determine what I need here from you. I think in this case, I actually need a hard roll from you
Please.
because the squid the squid like smashes the like crane into the crane you're standing on. 7 is a partial success. Okay. So in this case, you are going to, let me see. You manage to not go flying into the water, and you manage to not get wrapped up in the curling tentacle.
Nice.
But you do hit
I
the
take some harm.
Yep, you do hit the deck pretty hard. You take Is it? Okay, you take 3 harm. So,
I'm gonna call out to my crew. Someone get that man a pillow.
Where are they? There's no pillows left.
Where are the fucking pillows?
Castiel, for
Wait,
you,
didn't I do that right?
do what right?
Roll harm.
Oh, roll harm. No, you're right. I had spaced that. Uh, so 7 partial success. I choose 1. Lose grip on whatever you're holding. Lose track of something you're intending to. Miss noticing things. 2 of these seem like fairly obvious things. When you
Remember,
fall,
I have a strap.
I know, but you're falling from a fairly high, large height. You were standing on a crane. Uh, you do lose your grip on your guitar, and it falls somewhere it falls on the deck over on the other side. You're gonna have to go look for it.
Okay.
So that's the complication there. Castiel, I need a cool roll from you because you are essentially trying to dodge your way through in a boat to get somebody who is floating in the water. That is a miss. So, the boat you are on gets like a tentacle shoots up out of the water underneath the boat you're on, and it launches the boat into the air. Luckily enough for you, you get to make an additional. Give me a sharp roll because I want to see if you can gauge when is the right time to jump out of this thing before it gets too high and still be able to get clear of the tentacle. You are able to get out of it, but you are able to. I think what this looks like is that you aren't able to gauge the time. You aren't able to find the timing to get jumped out right, but you do manage to get lucky as the boat gets launched into the air, and when it hits and you realize your best chance for survival here is to not jump out of the boat, but rather to ride with the boat, because the way the tentacle is going, instead of coming up through the deck, or instead of coming coming from the side through the deck or whatever, it's unfurling, and you're at the top of the unfurl. So as it's shooting up and unfurling, it sends the boat into the air. You grab a hold of the rails, and when the ship hits the water, you're able to stay on. Hits the water again, you're able to stay on. You're a little farther away from the guy that you're trying to save than you had wanted to be, and I think you're going to take a little harm from the impact of hitting the water from a high distance, like basically being thrown to the deck. And I think you're going to probably take a good 3 harm here as well. So
Nice.
Wait,
Go
yeah, that's good.
Castile.
I was like, no. I was like, wait, that's a good thing.
yep. And for you, let's see. On a miss, I need to choose something. No, I'm not going to choose anything because it would be instead of the harm. So you just take the harm, and we'll call that good. Let's see. And did I miss anybody? Eot. Oh, Eot. Because Eot.
You also miss me.
Yep, I did.
Do I make a cool roll?
No, I
Yeah,
think
you're doing something under fire.
actually, no, I think in your case you are directly fighting the squid. So for you, that's That's going to be a hard for you. It's
Another.
just no, it's not even a roll because you're directly fighting the squid. You
Yeah.
just take for you. It's just a take seize by force, which for this is just going to be a harm, 3 harm.
Nice. You get some calamari.
Um,
Wait.
so I
So
need you to
I'm
make a
suffering hard.
yeah,
Okay.
because combat it. However, I do need you to make the harm roll.
Uh,
Oh no, not good.
Oh
that's even with
no.
my armor
Uh,
included.
harm. What's harm after armor you're wearing? 10 plus. Choose one. You're gonna take an additional harm.
So
Um,
that would make it
That's
3 because I would take
yeah.
2 because of armor. So okay,
So what
3 harm.
basically what it is you are holding onto this thing, stabbing on it and biting on it, and it lashes this tentacle out and slams you up against one of the boats. Uh, you get slammed into a boat, take a bit of damage, what have you. Um,
People hear growling
Huh.
like a dog holding onto a rope. So-
and I think we are. That is good for this.
Oh, greasy.
For oh
Yeah,
yeah, greasy.
greasy.
Sorry, I forgot about you.
You
Oh,
throw up on
Forgot
the
me
tentacle.
twice. I throw up
Greasy.
on the tentacle.
You
No,
throw up on the
I
tentacle.
am trying to use a stun gun
Oh yeah.
Right.
on
Oh, yeah,
a
he was.
giant squid.
Yeah. I need you. Shit. Roll hard here.
Hell yes. I love rolling hard right now. It's one of my highlighted. I hate rolling hard.
Um,
But
you
I'm,
still get
I'm
the experience.
yeah, I'm hotter now.
you get.
Just a little hotter.
I think that means you're going to take 3 damage as well. The tentacle slams into the deck plating right next to you, sending you falling into the rail pretty hard. Like you kind of fall the rail and you slammed a little bit and
Shit.
cornered as the tentacle slams around. Do to
Okay, what
do.
is Yeah, here we
It's
go.
me.
Nope, because he's rolling his harm here.
Oh, sorry. Roll your harm.
And that is.
Oof, buddy.
I think for right now you're trapped because it's when it slammed you against the railing, it kind of like pushed
Yeah.
you to where you're now kind of between, like in a corner between the wall and the railing, and the tentacle it's still flailing about in the part that's like past you, but the thicker part of it that's by you is kind of where you're at, and you're kind of trapped there for the moment.
Get off me, you cephalopoetic shit! Hot pot, get over here! God damn you, you squid! I know kung fu!
It's like stabbing the fucking thing. It does take 1 harm from my stun gun, by the way.
Okay, all right, awesome.
Gracie,
And I've only
Gracie,
suffered
did
1
you
harm
vom?
total. What?
Did you vom when
No,
you got hit?
no, he's
Okay.
he's keeping it down. He ate some food earlier, which is keeping it like a rock in his stomach. But you know, he's got to make sure his stomach doesn't get pressed in by a suction cup or something.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. And I think here we've got and we're kind of along to the next sort of round of actions. So, everybody, what are you doing this round?
I feel like Starlight would have a flame
Well,
on
for
her rig somewhere.
for you,
She has.
You're setting up your
yeah,
barricade.
it's gonna take
Am I
you a
still
couple
setting it
rounds.
up?
Yeah, it's gonna take
Okay.
you a few rounds to do that.
So, are we ready for me?
Well, hold on. Well, I mean, you can tell me what you want to do, but I'm kind of going through everybody. But yeah, what are you doing?
Go through everybody, sir.
Yeah.
I'll wait my turn.
All right. Well, what is Castiel doing here?
I'm still trying to find that one dude.
Okay, so you're gonna continue to look for him. All
Yep.
right. Yacht. You
Okay,
continue to fight the squid.
Can I see its face anywhere?
No, it's still underwater.
Damn it.
really all it's doing is just sort of like batting at shit with its tentacles, like from underwater.
Okay, then I want to keep eating it.
You gonna keep fighting it? All right, cool.
You say fight, I say eat. Tomato, tomato.
Go
um,
go
Ah!
child thing.
Greasy, what are
Hard is
you?
like my worst one.
Greasy, what are you doing?
All right.
Oh no.
All right. Greasy is going to once again rally the cause. It's going to roll hot, which he now has 3 in. And he is going to. Come on. Yes. So, Greasy is going to scream at the top of his lungs. And he is going to. He gets to have my audience. I get to have my audience do 2 things for me. So I'm gonna have them attack. So I'm gonna rally everyone around to attack the squid, and I'm also going to have them defend Starlight's rig. So I'm just gonna be like,
This is your loving radio host getting trapped by a big old squid. If you want to go ahead and shoot this thing and protect this hunk of metal so we don't all die.
All right. Let's see.
Also, I would also like to resist it holding me if
Um,
possible.
we'll get to that. Okay, so you're rallying the cause. Next round, you can
Yeah.
try to
Okay.
break free next round. Lemmy, what are you doing? You
All right. So since you just rallied the cause, we don't want it. We want it to stay and try and die. Is that what we're trying for, or have we decided that it's still too? Yeah. All right. So
I wanna keep
Worst
it-
comes to worst, like even if we don't kill it, if we attack the hell out of it, it might like get scared and run away.
if that is the case,
Or
then I will grab a hold of or keep my grip on the crane that I am dangling from and pull myself up to the microphone, and I will attempt to crack open the world and give someone a +1 seized by force option on their attack.
have to get your
Bye.
guitar first, don't you?
Nope. Does not say that I need my guitar. I can just do a vocal.
Hell yeah.
All right.
You know.
Uh,
You know who you
I
should give
read it
that
twice. That was why. All right.
You know
So
who you should give that bonus to?
who's that?
Our child who's literally just munching on the squid.
Sounds good. So let's see.
Because they could use it.
would that be on my next?
We'll call this one Calamari Monster Mash.
No.
And that's the song that I sing.
Nice.
And
And that is a success.
And an XP mark.
Yay.
let's see. And what are you doing here?
I sing the song that makes the noise that the ancient Braun armies made, beating on their shields and drums, and give someone a seized by force or a variant +1 choice.
Okay. All right.
So,
Wait,
child thing.
Do I get to do it
Yeah.
by force again?
You get
You just get plus. You just get one more option than what you would normally get for whatever you roll.
So you could take like little damage also or something like that.
So, since
All
that
right. So remember that.
since that plays into what you're doing, Eot, want to give me your seized by force roll?
Okay. I thought, was that the one I did earlier?
Mm-hmm. It'd be a hard roll.
And do I add 1 for help?
No, just roll straight up. 7. So Here, you would normally only get two choices, but with that roll, but you get three. But you get three choices. So you deal damage, which is for your cutting blade edge. What again?
It's a plus, or yeah, it's a +2 harm. Uh, so yeah, definitely extreme harm or terrible harm.
Okay.
Um, and then I want to suffer a little harm.
Okay.
And what would be take definite hold of it? Like, what would that be?
That would be that would be pulling the that would be I would allow you to use to that to mean something like pulling the thing's focus away from uh, pulling the thing's focus away from the rig,
Okay,
starting
yeah.
starting at the
I
end
like
of
you
this
could
round.
you
No, I
could
got
use
this.
it. You could
No.
use it to free me as well, potentially.
Well, that's yeah. So yeah, what I want to do is right. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
this
a
is like
thing you could
really
do. Free up. You could use that to spend that to free up
Ooh,
greasy.
yeah.
but
So what I want to do.
he is a wolf.
True.
Well,
Yeah.
this could be more of something that just happens because of what I do as a
Okay.
player. I
Yeah.
think yes. So like, I'm really pissed off because it just slammed me into a boat. So I
Mhm.
like, I bite down and I like shove my. I'm like biting so hard I'm shoving my head into the tentacle and eating the inside, and this
God
thing is
damn
just
it.
like so it like yeah it lets go of you to bring its other tentacle over to
A
try to like
great burbling chitter arises from the ocean.
just has to bring its other tentacle over to try to like swipe me off or something. It's like, what is it? It's digging into my arm.
Yeah, if this squid was a person, be like, "Oh Jesus, what the fuck's happening?"
There's a beetle in my arm.
Oh God, that's good.
All right. Uh, then for Castiel, you are trying to find the guy that you were trying to save earlier. Give me a sharp roll here. You are not finding this guy. You're seeing a lot of people floating around at this point because the battle is joined. They're trying to fight this thing the best they can. The
We've
people
got
that
like
are,
2 rallying cries on these people,
the
Right, they're already in hunting parties.
and
but
they're also attacking the squid and defending the rig.
right, and the but let's see. So you're having a hard time finding the guy you initially saw, but there are others in the water. Some are clearly dead, some you're not sure.
Okay, so at this point, I'm just gonna pull anybody and pull them into the boat.
Okay. All right. So
Dead or not, I don't care. Just anybody.
Dead, not dead, dead.
So while you're
Shit.
doing that, all right. So, um, and Starlight, you're still building. Give me. Give me a cool roll here.
Can do.
All right.
Can not, but will
Ooh.
have experience for it.
Well, you don't make much progress this round. You're kind of maybe like the instructions you're shouting to your gang members is getting sort of like drowned out by the chaos of the fight going on around. Let's see. And let me have you give me a. Let's see who else. So Castiel, you've done that. Good. Let me get you a. You're doing that. Greasy, what are you doing this round? You're kind of pinned.
New round. I
Well,
thought it was unpinned because of.
oh
Dana.
yeah, you. That's right. You're unpinned by.
Well, I'm not pinned anymore, so Greasy's gonna look at it. Is Gloomy still relatively safe?
Gloomy is at this point fucking trying to. He's actually probably trying to help whatever Starlight's doing because
Mm,
uh, you you basically your rallying cry was like, "Hey, help defend the deal," and
yeah.
Gloomy kind of looked over and saw that she was trying to build some sort of barrier or barricade, and that's what he was like
Okay.
defending the station. That's what that looks
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. Good man.
Um,
Good man, Gloomy.
yeah.
Um, then you know what? He's gonna look at that situation, think, the kid's in good hands, and he's gonna crackle his stun gun
Hmm.
and just take a dead sprint and be like, "I told you I know kung fu, motherfucker!" Fucking fail
God.
horribly again
Oh
Aw,
my
to
goodness.
kung
suffer
fu.
little harm again.
All right.
I love
Uh,
the child and the
Yeah. Yeah, the child and the alcoholic radio host are attacking this thing right now. Um, yeah,
beautiful.
I mean, I get experience for that, and the squid's gonna take one harm.
potatoes.
All right.
One
Let's see.
non-lethal harm.
Yeah.
Suffered 2 stacks of non-lethal harm from me so far.
Let's
Mine's
see.
been very lethal.
Yeah. I'm doing something, Ma.
Let me pop.
Yeah.
You did the deal. What I need from you is I want to see. Let's get a. I think in this case it's just directly attacking you. Like you've made a lot of noise.
Mm.
So it clubs you. Uh, you take 3 points, and let's see your harm roll here.
Well, I take the 3 points first,
Mm-hmm.
and then I roll my harm, and I hope for ones.
Mm.
Well, that's better than it could be.
Hmm.
You do realize. Let's see. You do realize you're supposed to roll plus your harm.
Yeah, I clicked on the
Oh,
spot
okay. I got
for
it.
harm
I got you.
first.
I got you. All right. I see it. Let's see. 9, choose one.
Yeah, I'm at 6 harm right now.
Oof. I think. I think at this point you lose your footing and you slide off into the water.
Yeah. All right. So slide down the crane or fall off the crane. Because
You already pretty much fell off the crane. That's why you took damage the last time because you hit the deck. Because you fell, lost your
okay.
guitar, hit the deck, so you're not technically on the crane necessarily at the moment. But you slide off the deck and into the water.
Okay.
If Yacht dies from this fight, he's coming back with +1 weird, and it's gonna be a tentacle arm.
um, all right, and I think we're off to the next round. What are you guys doing?
Oh, you know what I do.
I did not suffer my harm, Jesta.
Oh yeah. Do
Oh,
I suffer
yeah.
harm?
Oh, that's right. I need to do.
You would suffer -1 harm.
Yeah, you're. So 3, so that's 2, because it's basically slamming you around.
I have
Um,
armor, so it's only 1.
Yeah, me too.
you, uh, and you, Mr. Greasy. Let's see, 5 misses. That's you just suffer the harm. And
No. My roll was the 8.
oh, okay. And
Yeah.
8. Let's see. So Yacht just suffers the harm.
Is there no
And
way to do just one harm, or do I have to just take it up to 6?
Yeah, how
um
does that work on this clock? Why does
Or
it
does
not
it
have?
round down? It's back to 3.
so let's see. I think Greasy, you lose you also lose your footing and go sliding into the water. Um,
Go where?
you also lose your footing and go sliding into the water.
Wait. Okay, so I just like land on my butt or whatever.
Well, you
Because I didn't think I was on like the crane. I thought I was
no,
like,
you're not on the crane, but you have to
yeah.
remember giant tentacles displace a shit ton of water, and this thing is not exactly square
Mm.
angles off of the water.
Okay. So yeah, I like just like
You're
flump
sliding
and
on the
slide
deck.
down. Okay, I'm sliding on the deck. As I like slide, maybe it's almost like that cartoonish
Yeah.
like sitting and rotating at the same time. And I just hear like you just hear like, "Oh God, Gloomy, help me! I don't know kung fu."
go fly, go splashing into the water. I, I don't know kung fu. Uh,
Oh God.
all right. All right. It is at the top of the. It is the next round's worth of actions. What is everybody doing here? Let's get the who's who what's it.
Well,
So,
at this point,
seeing. Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No,
You
you
first.
you go ahead. No, it's fine.
Finger
Go ahead.
toast before Lemmy pops.
Oh Jesus.
How
Okay.
polite.
Thank you. So seeing everyone, I guess Greasy sliding comically, and, and Lemmy Pop falling, I guess, in the water. She's gonna grab a piece of rebar because she figures, the crew has got this. I've got his Greasy's buddy here helping out at least for the moment until he goes to get his friend.
Oh,
So
he
I'm gonna
won't.
step.
Don't worry, he won't.
Okay. I'm gonna step away with a large piece of rebar, which I was going to use to stab at the squid, but instead I'm going to hold one end into the water, and I'm gonna help Lemmy back up onto the rig, and then we're gonna go after Greasy.
Oh, well, if you're hauling me back up onto the rigs, then I'd like for my action to happen like at that exact same time.
And so, what
Or
does
at
this look like?
least as far as it goes, I want it to appear that that happened. It can happen whenever it needs to.
Well, it all essentially happens at the same time, including
Uh,
the squid's attacks.
Alright, so when she pulls me out, at this point, I'm bloody, I am hurt, and I know that a lot of other people are hurt, so I'm going to let forth a single vibrant note from my awesome throat as I crack open the world again.
Hell yeah.
And I succeed
Beautifully. It's a
beautifully.
beautiful note.
And I make the noise that the well heard when there was no other wells and cause my enemy to panic.
That's pretty fucking sick, actually.
Right?
I love the descriptions for the show.
I
They're
think.
so cool.
I
Primal
think.
things can
I mean,
panic.
it's taken some damage, so. And
So
it's an animal. That's why I'm hoping
let's
this works.
let's let's see how everybody else does here real quick before we answer how this looks real quick. Um,
Oh, yeah, we might be able to kill it this round. You okay?
Castiel
I need to.
and Starlight. I think in I think
By the way, oh, Castiel's been doing good stuff. Go ahead,
yeah,
Castiel.
go for it.
Being that I don't have a clue that everybody else is being fucked up, and I'm still looking out for the random survivors in the water, I would continue
Right.
pulling people into the boat, regardless if they're dead or alive.
Bring out your dead. Oh, you're alive.
Right. All
Right.
right.
That's what a
That's
real person would
awesome.
probably do. So
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. Starlight,
Mhm.
you're helping Lemmy Pop out of the greasy. What are you doing?
I'm going to attempt to recover. Um,
I'm gonna try to get out of the water.
yeah. No.
Yeah,
I
no.
mean, Greasy can swim.
Right.
You know what? At probably ill-advised action, he is going to stun gun this thing while he's in the ocean. He's not a smart man. He's a charismatic man. I'll give him that. He's not very bright though.
Clueless Gomer
You hear
Pyle.
Starlight.
God damn it! I suffered little harm. And it
Eot.
takes another stack of pain for non-lethal.
Eot, what's your action here?
You know what this child be do.
All right.
No, 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 no. I'm digging in deeper. I'm carving out a debt.
Realistically, you haven't been making a ton of headway. You've cut it a few times. The little acorns run out here and there. I mean, it's not like massive damage, but let's
You
see.
are the most
Skywalker.
successful at PC as far as damage is
Very
concerned.
true.
How about
Let's
that?
see.
Also, how's Hot Pot doing? He does 2 harm every turn.
Yeah, Hot Pot's been shooting at this thing. Like Hot Pot is over there, like he's probably mumbling and cursing his luck
Yeah.
about getting involved with this shit. Like he should have stayed on the rocky road. I should have got that job with I should have got that job with the other
Head Max
DJ
room.
with Head Max Room. Yeah, he's he's like, no, I'm out here fighting, shooting a giant fish. We're all gonna fucking die. We're all fucked. We are so fucked.
I love
Hot
that.
pot.
He's
Calm your tits. It's gonna be fine.
like, we're so fucked, man. We're so fucked. He's shooting. It's like,
What is? Oh yeah. I was about to say that's giving me some Mirror Shades flashback. We are so fucked.
Actually,
no, wasn't Mirror Shades.
that was Swan Song.
Swan Song.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. That was the direct reference there.
Oh, that's good.
But I think with all of this going on, it takes one last massive swing, like at everything, launching boats all over the place, sending people flying. I'm gonna need everybody.
That was 4 total rounds, though, sir.
Uh, I don't remember. I think it was like 5 or 6 or something. I don't know. It was a
Everyone
few.
make a cool roll? Is that what you were saying?
I want everyone to make some kind of roll here.
I have a feeling because I'm Captain Jack Sparrowing it in the water, I'm making another hard roll, aren't I?
Are we all making hard rolls?
Probably. Yeah, let's get hard rolls from all of you here.
Alright.
Oh
Miss,
my god.
miss.
Greasy has pissed him.
Haha.
Greasy has pissed himself from the electricity coursing through his veins from his own stun gun, and this is canon now.
Okay, so Eot, of course, is
in the
fine.
ocean.
And then
Well-
I manage to stay on the station.
Starlight
Unfortunately,
is. Go ahead.
okay. So, unfortunately, Eot, you managed to avoid getting thrown way the fuck out into sea. You do take some damage because of the stun gun in the water.
I let him go.
You both, well, it does fling you. You can't hold on at this point.
Hold up. Damn it. Alright.
It's but it does throw it throws you off. Like it's not for a lack of trying. It's not for a lack of trying staying held,
Can I
but
take
you
a chunk of it with me?
Please let him
That
go
roll.
with it with him.
not a big chunk, no.
That's
But
fine.
the here's a small chunk, like a small piece of a sucker or something. Not the whole sucker, just like a little bit, huh?
Enough to cook up for dinner for the
Not
rest
really,
of
Oh
the
no.
no, he's eating it. He's eating
Not
it.
really,
We're
no.
not getting-
Um,
Yeah, I was about to
Drop
say,
But-
you expect Greasy to eat sucker for dinner? No.
so Starlight, Greasy, you guys both suffer 3 harm for you get like flying debris and tentacle everywhere. Uh,
And
and
a little bit of zap.
I
a
think
little bit of
as
zap.
Starlight's just
Well-
like looking around at her fucking rig, and
Oh,
she
shit.
doesn't realize she's about to get hit, and she's just like, mother fucker.
Actually, shit.
Yes.
Yeah, Greasy, you take a
An additional non-lethal.
yeah, you take
No, do I
actually
take-
because
So
it's the
add
water.
1 to my harm roll then.
Actually, so you're because you're in the water, it's doubled the effect, so it's 2 harm.
Okay, then add 2 to my harm roll, which means that I got a 11.
And Eot, you take 2 for the electrical, but none for getting thrown off. You didn't get bashed into anything this time.
Now, since I have suffered little harm and armor, do I take -2?
You'd be just -1 for the suffer little
Okay.
harm.
I'll
The
take that.
armor's not going to help you against the electricity.
You
Let's
do have a lot of metal in your stomach.
yeah.
Salt water.
Let me pop. Let me pop. You manage to avoid being knocked off of the deal and take harm this round. This time you managed to be like, maybe you managed to throw yourself behind the barrier that Starlight and her crew have been trying to make.
Okay.
Castiel, Yacht, and we'll start with Castiel here. Castiel, actually, let's see, where are we at? Overseas by force, there's harm and healing. So 7 to 9, choose 1. Greasy is to choose one of those. So Castiel, you miss noticing something important. You don't notice what's going on with Greasy at all. You're busy trying to get yourself and these people, from not drowning. You're trying to keep the boat you're on from capsizing. Eot, you I think you lose hold of so you're I think you
I lost hold of the tentacle. That should count.
well no
Yeah,
it doesn't
honestly.
count. That doesn't count. You count
I was gonna let it
You
take
lose
me down
your-
in the water.
you lose your grip on your cutting edge. You're gonna have to swim to get it. To try to keep it from sinking to the bottom.
I was about to say, can someone say pearl diver?
Ooh.
And
Greasy
Greasy,
can, because he has a full bar setup.
you're unconscious. You're
oh,
floating
in the water. Good. He's pissed himself. He's unconscious in the water. His stun gun's probably floating away at this point
Hey,
because he
Greasy.
can't keep a hold of it.
Greasy.
Yes.
Sounds like a regular Saturday night for you.
Amen.
God, I can't. Gloomy already knows what to do. He's like, oh fuck, I gotta go out and get him again.
I'll get the
Yeah.
fishing rod.
Hooks you right in the cheek.
Not again.
Got him.
Yeah, Gloomy and Hot Pot are gonna have to fish you out of the water.
They should hurry. There's enough chum in the water right now that shark fin soup should be on the menu for tomorrow.
Let's see. Well, it depends on the tides, right?
I don't know, really.
And
If you give
Eot,
Gloomy a spear, he'll tell, or not Gloomy. If you give Greasy a spear, he'll pretend that he knows how to spearfish and then fail pathetically and lose your spear.
That's all right.
Entire
No, we're good.
Eot.
Thanks, though.
Yeah.
Sounds useful.
However, the giant squid does move away, leaving chaos and destruction in its wake. Harpoon Jack and his men throughout this whole thing have not lifted a finger to help. If anything, they have appeared to be, they have appeared to be very much like this was apparently why they showed up. When the squid moves off, so do they. But Harpoon Jack, you can see him like at some point during the battle. You probably saw him standing up in his water ski, yelling something back at his people, his gang making grand gestures. Um, but you have managed to, looking at the aftermath of this thing, there's maybe about half of the people that were here, maybe about a quarter, somewhere, I'd say maybe about 30% of the people that showed up for this thing are still left there looking at each other like alive or in some state of not quite, conscious or injured or whatever. Everybody's kind of gathering their shit together. But you did make your barter and what have you.
God, I wish Gloomy was, or not Gloomy, I wish Greasy was conscious just so he could drag himself to
Alright.
the mic and tell everyone to get the fuck out.
No. All right. After seeing that
Oh,
Harpoon Jack has been this like super dick, I find my guitar while they're still within earshot and plug back into the PA, and I play our newest single. Fuck. Harpoon Jack's third leg is peg, which means it's tiny and it's made of wood.
Ah,
And of course, I rock.
Yeah, the but yeah, you're kind of here in the aftermath of all of this chaos, and Greasy is unconscious. Castiel, you managed to get most of the, you managed to get some of the people scooped up out of the water. Some of them are dead, some of them are alive. But
Bring them all back to the rig and then go find the actual party members and be like, come on the forehead and be like, here, you're healed.
Thank you.
thank
But
you.
I take mine as a hug.
I'll take mine as a
Finger toes,
handshake.
keep your shirt on.
I'm good. We're just
All right.
handshaking
I like to
now.
imagine that it takes a little while, but Yacht finally, gets his cutting edge. So like you guys are probably doing all your stuff. And you just see him like walk up out of the water onto part of the submerged platform. He's got the cutting edge in under his arm, cudgel in the same arm. His left arm is just a dangled mess. And he's got that suction cup just sticking out of his mouth. He just turns towards the boat and then just sinks into an actual wave, just turns into water and disappears as he
Oh
goes
my
into
God,
the
yeah.
mother's heartbeat. That's fine. He's just gone.
What a weird.
No, he's not.
kid.
He's still right there. I see him.
I love I have this idea that like Castiel comes up and like Gloomy is kind of like lightly fanning fucking Greasy and Hot Pots just like off like cursing his luck that he has to drag this alcoholic out of the ocean again. Like Castiel comes up and right before he touches Greasy just looks at him and is like,
Hey, kid. We fucking rock him or what?
No, and I touch your forehead.
he just goes right on and then just drops his head onto the fucking deck.
Starlight's
No.
gonna go have a peek at the body.
We need to have another show now to make money for all these dead people.
Yes.
Well,
Go
at
for
least
the
that's
dead.
what the gig says.
Right. It's another band-aid. A live
So,
aid.
Ooh, yeah, let's do that as the outro. Let's get a Live Aid outro for next week so we can do another concert for
This
all
is
the families
this is all
of
the bitter
the
end is. It's just tons of concerts
Just
going
like
wrong.
And death.
it's like a
Starlight wants to go peek at the body and also loot them.
Yes,
well,
definitely loot all the bodies.
anything that they may have had that was worth of any value, they either have already handed over or got sunk to the bottom of the sea as they got flung everywhere. Um, as
Okay.
so, they don't really have much in the way of like maybe some an extra pair of boots.
Well, that's
Ooh.
unnecessary for Starlight. Swiss
Hey,
Army
I bet there's a
knife.
whole bunch of dangly bits of metal that you could pull off of them and give as treat snacks for the child thing.
Yes. I will.
Would you do it for a shiny snack?
Why do I keep playing these characters? I keep turning into Scooby Doo.
Oh no.
Jinkies.
Uh. Ooh. God. All right. Well, I think we're looking at 1:45 here right now, so I think we kind of got a little bit of a late start tonight, but I think we're at sign offs here. We got a concert done and a crazy fight with a giant squid. I think I like that giant squid. I think I like it being in the fucking world.
Well, and like if Castiel hadn't been such a good heart, that would have been at least another 3 harm minimum from my boat. So
I honestly feel like Castiel did exactly what I thought that was
no,
great
no,
role
I agree.
playing.
He did a really good thing.
Yeah, that was great role playing. Doing what an angel is supposed to do, help people. All right, so let's go ahead and get sign offs. Let's start with. How about we start with? Let's start with Greasy.
Win 5.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike, also known as Win 5, Get 1 Free. I'm not doing Greasy's voice again for the rest of the night because my throat hurts from screaming way earlier when I introduced Let Me Pop Stardust, which was worth it. Don't get me wrong, it was worth it. But boy, does it hurt. You can catch me on Mondays where I play 2 characters. I play Paralector Burn Ward, the alcoholic not the alcoholic, the very angry man who shoves it down with the brown. Man, I've got a thing for alcoholic characters. Huh. And also Matthias Merch Dishborg, who's a serial killer. Man, I got a thing for serial killer characters. Huh. You can also catch me this coming Thursday. I don't know who all's gonna be in it, but do you like the idea of pulling the biggest heist out there? Do you think that you've got the cojones, the stones, the huevos to really sink your teeth into a job? Are you smart? You daring? You happen to have a little bit of crazy in you? Well, maybe, just maybe, you could learn a few things from the players of Fast Cars Clear Gems. Coming on Thursdays with the leverage system, we're going to be seeing some bank robbers with the names of movie characters. That's what I got. You can catch me, that's about it. That's all of me. Aha!
All right, let's go on to Castiel.
All right, I'm Scott, Psych, whatever, pick a name, angel of finding people. So I played Castiel. I went out on a boat and, did the whole Monty Python. I don't care if you're dead or alive, you're coming from the boat. That's what I did. And then I went and touched everybody and made them feel better.
He's got the touch.
Got the power.
Okay, let's see. What else am I in? Monday. I am. Why is my brain? I play Xander.
Sir.
Xander on the fire thing.
Yes.
I love you, boyfriend.
And I'm just
Right.
waiting for the ship to come back so we can go find this code and change the thing that messed up my head. because apparently somebody wants to use something incorrectly and mess everything up. Not happy about that. Tuesday's done because we did something weird and we made it end fast. Then on Wednesday, I played Night in Hinchterminch, and that's going weird. We're like in a great communal get together, and we're creating a new anvil. I don't Phoenix something.
Ashes.
Phoenix Ash.
Ashes, Arizona.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
in.
on the outskirts of Phoenix, I believe he said. Somewhere
Yeah.
around there.
But I can't remember the name of the company. It's like Phoenix Legislation, like something. I don't know.
Logistics.
Logistics. There we go.
Is it really? I guessed. Okay.
Yes. We're like starting a new company there.
Yeah, it's Phoenix Logistics.
I love
Yeah.
that.
So we're doing that. And that's it. Yeah, that's all of them. Yeah.
Hooray.
Alrighty. Then let's go on to Yacht.
What yeah, and there's like a little scene after all this, by the way, because I rolled a miss on Mother's Heartbeat, so he fades into the waves. Everyone's going about their thing, and several hours later, I like to imagine like Castiel or Starlight's just walking on the boat. A wave washes up and leaves, and there's just Eot still mangled and broken, just passed out on the boat. Then Castiel will have to heal him.
Drag him back.
Yeah. But yeah, I played the wild thing. Literally just dived in and started eating a fucking living giant mutant squid. It was great. Tasted delicious.
Did the most damage of the whole party.
You know,
You
if
really are the
if
tank.
I didn't get any experience the whole time. I was like, am I rolling cool? Am I rolling cool?
Oh no.
But once I level up, I'm gonna take a move from another playbook, and I want to be a gang.
You just become a gang by yourself.
Scared not to be fucked with.
Yes, not to be fucked with. Beyond that, you can catch me on Monday as Oliver Byrne the Bear, who's just a bear biotechnician and biohacker on the Blue Tempest under Twinkle Toes.
Just the Tempest.
Blue Tempest. Yeah. Oh, just the Tempest? Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, Blue Ember Tempest. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
On the Tempest, under. What's his name?
Twinkle.
Bailey? Twinkle Bailey. Yeah, Twinkle Bailey, who I've yet to meet.
Captain Twinkle.
Captain Twinkle Toes. Twinkle Toes. And on Wednesdays, you can catch me in Hinch to Minch as. Oh, I'll get back to Sundays. Oops. On Wednesdays, you can catch me in Hinch to Minch as Shadowhound. I was almost at Dusk Puppy. Shadowhound. Ooh, yeah. Aliens in Canada, above Canada, we're turning on and off the power, and things are going crazy, and we gotta go. We're forming our own organization, and we got a bunch of tents that are gonna come on, and some guy was like, I need a bouncer. We're fucking super villains. Like, we're not gonna be a bouncer of your power, except maybe her or Martyr. We don't know. We'll figure it out. All these people tried to show off their powers. Meanwhile, Shadowhound's like, I could just shut those powers down and eat you. Yeah. And then Acer's like, don't do it, Shadowhound. No, bad dog. Stay. So he didn't.
Drop it.
Yeah, drop it. He literally, if he touches someone, they lose all their powers. There's nothing. So it's like, drop it. Let him have his powers back.
Drop it and leave it.
And then, yes, on Sundays, for right now, Cosmos is going on a short break. And in the meantime, we are going back to the Cowboy Bebop spin-off in the Cowboy Bebop universe using the Cyberpunk Red system now, starting tomorrow. It's pretty interesting. There's a lot more to it than the Vulture system, so it's a little bit more complicated, but that also means there's a lot more we can figure out how to do and do better and be better. So yeah, I'll be Jace Van Laer, the gambler extraordinaire who is really good at diving over things and has insane luck, and that's pretty much his shtick. Oh, and reads people, but yeah.
So he's Faye Valentine.
Yeah,
Yes.
apparently. I did not realize that because Amy over here was like, "I want to be like Faye Valentine," and then we made our characters, and someone was like, "You're like Faye Valentine." I'm like, "Fuck!"
And I think, am I Spike or am I Jet? I
You're
can't
like, yeah, I
remember.
think you're like Jet because
I
you have
think
the
I'm
ship,
Jet.
and you're all like, "Don't touch anything on this ship that's not yours."
Don't
very
fuck
Jet.
with my Jet. It is,
Yeah,
yeah. So I'm Jet and he's my Fae.
but it's all good. uh, and yeah, that's me.
Alrighty. Starlight, why don't you go
Yeah.
next?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Amy Gedden. Tonight I played Starlight Fingertoes, who frequently forgets to pick up things with her toes. It
Hey,
is
you
what
were
it
making
is.
stuff with your toes tonight.
Right, totally. Just imagine everything I was doing. I was tools into my hand. It's cool. So on Sundays, I'm usually in Cosmo, but yeah, that's on hiatus for the moment. And we're going to be doing Cowboy Bebop, where I fly a shield, and she's got a ship, and she's super cool, and she's basically Tank Girl in space, and I love the fucking shit out of her. Oh my god. It's going to be so much fun. I always enjoy this. And then Mondays, there's Starfinder, and I'm Vesa, Elishinta Envoy, who's a mediocre boy, but an okay intelligence officer. So I think I'm a lieutenant. I'm not sure. I somehow got like bumped up into ranks, and that's weird because I'm not great at managing people. Um,
Yeah,
and
welcome to the army.
yeah, and and that's it for now. But maybe my just based on some one shots that might be happening. If I can read fast enough the character, we'll see what happens. That's me.
Alright. Well, then, that leaves us with Lemmy Pop Stardust.
Mm. Hi, tonight you saw me play Lemmy Pop Stardust. I did rock a whole bunch and use as many tricks as I could possibly do without actually like causing much to happen, and I'm kind of happy about that. But it did lead to the fact that there will be a new character joining us next week because I chose to make a second character to play with, and that's what I did when I raised. Yay! Um, on Monday nights, I play Captain Zai. I've had a lot of fun with him. He's my favorite Kasathan, which means I have four arms and kind of look like Goro. Um, yeah. For the most part, I think that's it right now, and
Alright.
I'm okay with that. Oh, but tonight's episode was brought to you by Bort's Booze and Bitches. It's interdimensional, baby, so it can be anywhere. And now on to whoever's next.
That would be me. I am the last up.
Long live the
Alright.
Jester.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Just King Zerat. You can catch me here on Monday nights for Fire Strike, my favorite group of space terrorists, space pirates, and ne'er-do-wells. You can catch me here every other Saturday night for the bitter ends for the our Waveworld sessions, as you have seen tonight. And with the Don't Seattle for Anything Less being done for the time being and on hiatus, Brian is going to be bringing in a new game on Tuesdays, which I am likely going to be a part of. And you may just find me on Thursday nights as well. We'll see how that all breaks down. I've got two systems I have to learn this week, so we'll see where we're at. Um, but let's see. Am I missing anything? Oh, you can also catch me on my other channel of Zerat, where I play video games, make snarky comments about them. And as for social media, if you are watching on Twitch and you want to go back and you want to rewatch it and you want to go through the chaos and craziness again, you can catch us on YouTube at Paradise Theater. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to catch us on, when the energy is live, wild, crazy, and Uncle Bob cannot spoil it for you, you can catch us on Twitch at Paradise Theater, where there is an underscore between each word there. Or if you are looking for some scheduling updates, some opinions on all things geek and nerd and comic book and gaming related, or if you just want to find some, I don't know,
Hot memes.
then catch us on
Yeah.
Pear Theater at Twitter. And with that said, I do believe that is all we have for tonight. So everybody have a good night and take care. Bye.
Guy.
Bye.
I love Sam.